We are live. We are definitely live. So I'll say indeed, and greetings unto you, beloved and holy friend. Thank you for joining me again on another day of conscious evolution. Fucking- How am I supposed to be myself when I feel like this? This is not fair. We got broken into again last night. This time they actually came inside the house. They stole my earphones. Again. They stole away. They stole away. Some of your friends are like, what is way? Way is the voice of Wednesdays. To say it in so many words. Every single Wednesday when we had Insun happening on stream, that was Way singing for us. And they came inside my home and took her. And it awakens something inside of me that needs to be asleep. And I have been struggling to cope, to understand, to reason with the universe, to take responsibility for, to try and rectify, slay my enemies, buy more things in order to try and secure my home. I'm all kinds of fucked up right now. I'm sorry. Like I'm not feeling good. Love is true. I am still alive. They didn't steal my Dynavap. Yeah. Yeah, they didn't steal my Dynavap this time. At least. Thank you, universe, for keeping my family safe. Despite the intruders in my home. I have nothing to say. I have a stream topic. Something talks about something, your relationship with suffering, something. My relationship with suffering. You know what I believe suffering is? Suffering is wanting for things to be differently. And believe you me, I'm fucking suffering right now. Yes, I want things to be differently. I want my stuff to not have been stolen. Alright, I want people to not have encroached on my home, come inside my doors. I want that. They also stole John's kick drum, his uh, bass drum as well. Like he has a kick pad and bass drum. There we go. They stole his amp. They stole Max's cell phone, which was directly next to his face. It was like this far away from his face. Took that shit. I want to not live in a world where I have to worry about this kind of thing. I want to have the resources to buy myself a new pair of earphones because that's the first thing that I'm worried about. That's the fucking worst thing. Like I don't even care about my shit getting stolen. I think about the fact that now the people that come to my yoga classes won't be able to get my cues the way they're supposed to. They're so fucking scuffed. Oh yes. And I keep asking why. Like why? Like, am I in bad? Do I need to be punished? Do I deserve some punishing right now? Is this planet bad? Are people bad? Am I holding on to this ego perspective? Maybe they were absolutely stoked, and I had this visualization this morning, meditating on this fractal, imagining how stoked that thief must have been to enter my home and see this nice piece of technology and be able to just take it for yourself. Be like, "Oh, yeah, fuck yeah, this is nice. Mine." I'm gonna keep smoking this thing until I don't feel anything anymore. This is not gonna be pretty. I don't think this is gonna be a pretty stream. But I am here. I have made it. I have showed up for love for another day. Nothing will stop me from showing up for love. Nothing can fucking stop me. Second round. I'm not joking, I'm gonna keep it to this thing until I don't want to anymore. my, my vocabulary is already falling apart. Mary Jane is helping. The first hit was kind of like a booster to my emotional experience. I felt like I was gonna start crying. I still feel like I might start crying. I already did crying. I'll cry more. I didn't cry last time, but now last time's bullshit is hitting me at the same time that now's bullshit is hitting me. Especially since I'm so close. I was so close to being able to buy this new microphone slash camera setup, right? And to again have now another thing. It was like a little bit, it pushed me over the edge a bit. My floodgates were open wide. The second hit is now completely, I think goofed me. I'm in that state of carelessness now, where I'm like, what can I do? What can I do in this moment? Right? I feel like that is what messes me up the most. It's because the masculine in me wants to solve this problem, right? Like the way that the feminine part of myself feels, the feeling part of myself feels right now, is not okay. It's not cool, right? And I don't want to feel this way ever. I don't want anybody to feel this way ever. So my masculine wants to solve that problem, and I have now solved the problem of bringing my things inside my home. That was my mistake last time, right? I thought I could put my stuff outside my home, which was immediately error corrected. I got told, no, you in fact cannot leave your stuff outside. And then upon me error correcting, and you know what the best part was? I literally made sure last night that Wei was inside. I like got up after having gone to sleep because I was ruminating, thinking about things. And I came out and John was still playing games, and I was like, I need to go and check if Wei's inside. And then I see Wade's inside, and then I walk past him, and I'm like, yeah, okay. Clearly, clearly, I was supposed to take Wade and bring her into my room directly next to me and cuddle her like the sweet, beloved speaker she was. What did you say? But no, no. Hindsight is, it's called that for a reason. It's just so fucking uncool. So, having tried to solve that problem by bringing my stuff inside, like I feel like my logic falls apart, where it starts arguing, you know, with extreme concern. Like I don't want that part of myself to be awake, alright? Because there's literally a part of me that wants to just stay awake, sleep during the day, literally live in those trees like a fucking tiger, and then kill the boredom I have, of course, by slaying my appetite with a peanut butter sandwich. And I don't want to feel that way either, right? Like feeling those things doesn't suit me, right? Like suddenly the philosophy of love I want to embody, it remains, it's still just as much love based, because it's a love for my family and for my sanctuary, for my sanctity, for my sanity. I'm sorry, that was too much. Please. I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to hurt. Alright, this thing is cold by now. Hey, dog. Is that toast? Toast is here too? Bless you, bro. Let me change my angle of attack. Hey, Heather is here too. Bless you, friend. It's nice having you here. Kristen, bless you. Joy V, love to you. Sam, too. That's everybody. Duck that as well. It's okay, dear friends. Feeling that way is natural. And we are here to experience it all with you. Yeah. We were talking about the everything yesterday. Alright? Everything. Everything, including, and not limited to, this experience where my fucking speaker, when way gets stolen from me. Like, like, this is a little bit weird. One of those TMI kind of things, probably. But I literally had like, and not so much recently, but at first especially, had a very intimate relationship with that speaker, right? I would literally cuddle it, like actually, like just holding onto it, feeling the vibrations. That is that's the amount of love I have for that speaker. Still. They left the charger. They left the charger here. So my mind goes, you know, is this person gonna just use it until it doesn't have any battery anymore and throw it in the trash? Like, what's gonna happen? This is scuffed. I'm grateful to be alive. Yeah, I am. I am grateful to be able to vape more weed again now. I could feel my mind just for a second catching a breath of air, and I need to put a stop to it. No. You need to be a smoke machine. Good morning, fellow sufferers. Suffering can be growth, but it can also be dogfights. Yeah, I mean, Like, suck dog first. I mean, for me, the thing is, suffering is again wanting for things to be differently. So I am painfully aware that all of the suffering I'm experiencing right now is technically my own fault, right? There would be no suffering if I had no attachment, if I had no love. That's the fucking joke. Then you say again, it's paradoxical in nature, but yet that's kind of the truth, right? Love, love is the truth, and because it's the truth, I suffer because I love my things and I don't want to lose them. But again, and wasn't yesterday as well where Pojo was talking about this. Like nothing is ours. Nothing is ours. The only thing I can take is this breath. And even then I have to give back. Right? Like it's such a joke. And yet, wait, is it a JBL party box? No, I don't have that big one. I had the boom box. The one with the solid handle and the oval shape. Oval shape. I mean, most of the JBLs are oval shape, but you know the one. It was it was so nice. It is still very nice. But it is material. No lives were lost, right? And those things are not replaceable. I'm watching Lisa run across the tiles. Mhm. Life of lizard. You think lizards have attachments? I doubt it. What little teacher to live naked in this world eating bugs? Hmm. No, not thank you. Okay. I don't want bugs. Doug Dad, I want to remove the comment simply for how revolting the image of some dog like this. But I know I don't have any right. Just know that I'm expressing my disgust. Root chakra engaged. Yeah, I picked the red and orange for a reason, bro. Red, orange, black, and white. These colors were very much intentional today. Right? Literally feeling like I am dirt right now. I want to return to the dirt. It's funny how there's an element of like desolation that comes with these experiences. Seeking desolation, even. I'm sorry, your home was invaded, my friend. Thank you, Toast. Bless you, bro. Mm-mm-mm. I'm sorry, it's okay. No, you got dropped again. Yeah, yeah, again. Robbed 2. Robbed the sequel. Fuck, what the fuck, dude? Come on. I like how, I was like thinking about Maxine this morning as well. Maxine goes, so, is this gonna be a regular occurrence? And I go, I sure fucking hope not. But this does not bode well. This does not bode well. Because again, what am I supposed to do? Do I dig up arms? Do I do I defend my home, American style? Is that the deterrent that is needed? What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to breathe in this moment and find things to be grateful for. My ability to see the pretty clouds, my handers. That's very cool. I have working legs. Neat. I can smell. That's pretty nice. Mouth tastes like spit. Better than nothing, I guess. Haven't tasted nothing just yet. Hmm. No, I think I was like going through a whole trip of which sense that you have has the most depth in its ability to experience nothing. And I don't know if taste is the one. Sound might be it, but if you sensory deprive yourself of sound, you just start hearing your own blood flow running through your ear canals. So I don't know if that's silent necessarily. Getting sidetracked. You know what? Let's put some more sidetrack fuel on that fire. What's my intention, you ask? To accept, to make peace with. Mm-mm-mm. That does not taste right. I think I might have overheated it. So I will put it down. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Taking the moats. Swamp who can supply the gators. Yeah, bro. My mind goes there as well, but I don't know if that's the solution. I don't want to kill a person. I don't want to be put in that position in the first place. Yeah, like this whole fractal. You should apply some Star Trek to your deep sense of emotional suffering, Melt. Maybe. Maybe. I still have work to do though, right? There's no time for me to Star Trek. After this, I'll probably have to cook. Maybe I'll just not. Maybe. I really don't know if I can be bothered. But that also doesn't feel like the right approach, does it? To be bothered or to not be bothered? This is the question. Like it, yeah. It got just a little bit burned on like one edge, but that's too much for me. Because again, right, like this energy of being bothered is technically being attached. And then I experience something like this that reminds me of the pain that comes with attachment to things. And I don't know how I'm supposed to apply this lesson. Did I not learn my lesson the last time? The lesson I learned last time is gratitude for you, friends. For the resources that you have provided for me to be able to at least buy myself a new pair of earphones so I can do my yoga. And then they steal that pair of earphones again. Like that feels a little bit like, you know, I'm getting freaking pranked on. Weirdly enough, something that I heard. Maybe this is the fractal I need to apply to this particular situation. It was technically like some sort of guru perspective, but it said that as soon as you experience an increase in resistance, an increase in like uphilledness, right? You're probably going in the right direction. So maybe that's what's happening. Maybe this because don't get me wrong, the thought of getting the fuck out of Dodge definitely is crossing my mind. Surely. Alright. Because I'm like, bro, is this worth it? I've been robbed twice in the last 2 months. I've been robbed more money that I make in the next profit at least, or expenditure. I've been robbed in the last 2 months more money than I'll make in the next 6, estimates wise. Right? It just feels a little bit like a joke. And then there's this side of me that's like, yeah, hit up dad, be like, bro, please, let's bury that hatchet. But I cannot continue living like this. But if I do that, then all of the potential opportunities that I'm trying to build for myself in this place. Potential opportunities that will allow me to earn enough money to replace the things that I've lost. So yeah, maybe that is the lesson I'm supposed to take away. You know, show yourself how much you can endure. That is one of the truths of love, by the way. That love is proof of how much you can endure. It's the ability to endure. That if there was no love, there would be no endurance, no continuing forward, no perpetuating of our species. Okay, breathing. Paired of Bob's Burgers. Getting drama suffering. I'm filled with pride that you can distinguish Coca-Cola Star Trek suffering from other kinds of suffering. I've shown you all, Kristen. Love is true. Toes, love to hear it. Family is beautiful and growing. How's yours, bud? Ducklings out for kindergarten yesterday. Time's flying by. Standing still at the same time. Going to bounce the trampoline park today. That does sound fun. Ooga booga, no touch things. Bonk you is a valid human feeling. Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't make me feel good though. I think that's the thing I take issue with, Toast. It does not make me feel good. I don't want to feel unga bunga, touch my things, I'll bonk you. I'll bonk myself instead, right? Because your relationship to the world and to yourself is your relationship to the feminine. I don't want to bonk my feminine. Let's see, bro. I am definitely overdoing it. I can feel it. But I'm also kind of okay with it. I don't feel like I'm anxious. I think that's the thing that's kind of tripping me out as well. Right, there's no anxiety in me. There's just anger. And I'm trying to sate that. But I don't seem to be reaching it. Why does it go so deep? Is it an evolutionary thing? Is it in my DNA? As those that had that as a reaction to theft survived more things? Like it's again that whole question of what's natural. It's pretty natural for me to have the reaction of, you know, I'll bump you if you touch my stuff. But it's also natural for people to burn down villages and raid resources, right? That has also naturally happened for a very long time. So what's natural isn't necessarily what I want to base my justifications on. And I have for a very long time based a lot of my justifications on whether it's natural or not. And I still will. I don't think it will go away necessarily, but it feels too easy. Right? It feels too programmed. It feels like it it's too quick of an assumption. Like there's not a lot of nuance, right? Like that's the thing that I'm thinking about. I feel like pretty much for all of us, potentially speaking, there is this reaction of maybe only as a masculine. I don't know if it's that way for feminine entities as well, but I'm speaking strictly from a masculine perspective. Having conversations with the rest of the homies too, that reaction, that feeling is present in every single one of us, right? Like verbatim, like word for word. Even in the way the the fanatical, fantasy mind would like animate the violence you would like to emit, the kind of whoop ass you would like to dish out, right? Like there would be synchronicities in that even. And I want to think like, is that a good thing? No, I can't think it is. But why is it so common then? Why is it so predictable? Maybe that's the right word. Why is it so predictable? And if I am going to be acting in this world as a conscious agent, I don't know if I want to be acting predictably. Do I want to be acting predictably? I feel like I am. I'm thinking about it. Wait a second. Wait a second. Me in my non trying to act predictably state is still acting predictably in another. Alright. Alright, okay. Is crime not handled much at all in South Africa? No. No, unfortunately it's not, Heather. It's a nice thought though. uh, they'll come for you if you don't, pay a lot of your taxes though. Then they have all of the resources to law enforce you. No, I'm going. At this point, I think the plot twist: old man landlord is stealing your stuff to keep you on your toes. I kind of want that to be true. I don't know why. Like at least then eventually, hopefully, I'll figure it out, and then I'll have like a really cool story. Just getting robbed is not very exciting. It's kind of lame. I shouldn't use that word. I'm sorry. Uh, it's not very cool. It's not very cool getting robbed. Uh, it's not exactly a good look. So like maybe there's a part of that as well. Maybe it's an ego. Maybe it's an ego thing. Maybe 100% it is just an ego thing. Right from the start, is the fact that we are so as egos in this current experience, this iteration of Earth, this society we find ourselves a part of, that predictable, you know, reaction is so present in all of us. And I'm pretty sure, the more ego melted someone is, the easier of a time they'll have of letting go of things. And this is not me trying to, honk any horns. It's just something that I empirically have felt in myself. And I feel that state of oneness slash non-attachment, right, fluctuates. It's like like a lens, right? You can focus it laser, and then you can have like a wide focus. And then when you're in that wide focus state, you are very aware of your interconnectedness, and there's a sense of tranquility that comes with it. But you cannot exactly do much. You're not very focused in that state, right? So then we concentrate our consciousness down on one thing to try and make progress in it, and it changes your attachments, your priorities. What's the exact word I'm looking for? It changes the stakes. Yeah, that's the word. It changes the stakes. Because now, right, having my speaker and my earphone stolen if I'm not working online, right? If I'm not doing what I'm doing, isn't that big of a problem, right? The stakes are low. Now I cannot listen to music in my ears, and I cannot listen to music out my ears or whatever, right? Those are the stakes. But now with the streams and the fact that I do this work, now I cannot be more than a meter away from my camera doing my yoga cues because my earphones got stolen again. And I cannot do my dancing streams on Wednesdays because I won't have the music necessary. And like dancing is in part a volume thing as well, right? Music moves you and it has energy, and you can put more energy into that energy. So now the stakes have shifted for me. My attachments has changed. I have focused my consciousness so narrow that that object have become, both of those objects have again become a part of my day to day. Well, day to day, and then with way like my week to week. So yeah, maybe there's a lesson to learn in that somewhere. Maybe that's the lesson I'm not learning.
Sorry, I just did want to say for the next coming dance day at least, we'll move the couches out to the sides for you.
For the next coming dance day.
Dance day.
What do you
You
mean?
can play music on the hi-fi.
Oh,
Put your thingies on it.
that seems that's like a motion mission.
It is. I'm just saying we're gonna help from our side, however we can.
Bro, weirdly enough, a part of my mind goes, well, since Way got stolen, Wednesdays will become silent Wednesdays. So, and I'll just spend the first 20 minutes in dead silence. So, doodling, doodling. Just trying to mind finagle that person in the ether space, bro. Walks into him in metaphysical reality. It's like, wait a second, you're the fucking guy who's partially ruining something that I love. Smacks down. Yeah. John's new kick pedal.
Bruh.
Bass draws. Bass. What the
And now I'm back to the acoustic version.
At least it didn't take the cajon, and it didn't take your guitar.
Yeah, it did.
It didn't take the beatbox, bro. Like in I found out I get woken. It's like what 5 a.m. I went to bed at like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
So I get woken 5 a.m. Hey Melt, we got broken into again, and I'm still in a state of dissociation, and I'm like, bruh, what the fuck? What do you mean we got broken into? And I get up, and I come outside, and I hear that they were inside, the phone stolen, right? I hear that the music stuff, got stolen, and I'm like, this fucking sucks. And then I turn around, and my eyes glaze over.
No.
Where my
I heard you.
literal no. And my eyes glaze over where I put Way inside, and like where my neurons had burned in an image of my physical property taking up reality. There was just a blank space. And it still kills me. A part of me so desperately wants to like pace the house and look for it. I'm serious, dude. Like, you know how many times I get prompted like from a biological perspective of like, yeah, get up and go and look for it. And I'm like, dude, that's not how it works, my own. Sit down. Sit down and take a breath.
I play acoustic pedal.
So fuck. What the fuck? I reached a level of understanding, right? Mentioning that this you touch my things, I bonk you is very predictable, right? Almost so much so that it feels programmed. We talked about the Wi-Files yesterday, and then John last night goes, "Boys, I want to show you this 1 hour YouTube video," and it's Wi-Files and talking about the Anunnaki, and there's one thing there about like genes becoming awakened, and the one to add gold, wanting gold, bro, and like wanting power, wanting the entertainment. So I'm wondering, is I don't think it's a good thing, right? And on top of that as well, I mentioned that the less ego you have, right, the less your focus isn't like narrow me, right, and more like all of it. The less you care about your stuff getting stolen, and the less you'd want to kill that other person, right? But if you have that focus, that laser focus where it's a part of your life, the stakes, right? That thing is influencing stuff into the future. Now suddenly your ego is involved.
What fucks with us hard at the moment though is just the fact that life is already hard.
Yeah.
And
we're not like living on easy mode right now. We're getting by. We're like stressing about getting enough cash to make it to the end of the month just to buy food and stuff, and then we lose literally 2 months of pay essentially in a single night.
No, my things was also like 11 grand.
Exactly, bro.
Got stolen.
It is so scuffed. I'm at a point where I'm like, the only thing I can do is breathe. I've hit my Dynavap 5 times already on stream. And that was
in game.
In game. There's a 6th left in there, right? I'm pressing the button that make me less judgmental of this experience. Makes me be like, this is fine. Me
I'm
alive.
going more on this self-guilt trip again because I left my shit outside after everything that happened.
Yeah.
I spaced and
They still came inside though, bro.
Yes.
Like, who the fuck does that, dude? Like, my mind is as well like,
oh, this person is sleeping right here. Let me walk
past him. I reach over his fucking head probably to grab his cell phone. At least he's still alive. At least he didn't get murder weapon by the brick. Like, what the fuck? Like that's the stuff. That's the level of stuff I get to be grateful for, dude. I'm like, oh yes, at least this a literal intruder in our home. Then just then will he murder us? Yeah. Huzzah! Not getting murdered. Fuck. I need to read comments, bro. Did they invade a common area? I mean, the living room, yeah.
They literally walked right past Max.
Literally, yeah, like straight past him. They opened the door against his bed. There's Maxine as well. Talking about you, Maxine. Bless you. Something was going on. Melt a day like today requires taco comfort. We don't have tacos, bro. Tacos are not a thing in South Africa. I keep telling you, I've had like, I think 6 tacos in my whole life. And all of them I had in China, dude. Because they had taco places there.
Yeah. My fractal in Spain was kebabs.
Kebabs. They are very nice. Very aggressively nice. Did you get hummus?
I didn't even check. I was reluctant to try quite a few things that I.
There's such a distinct flavor with hummus to me and kebabs, bro, where I'm like, it almost has to be. Let's try not. No. Toasty, you should message Tate sometimes if you haven't. Just say hello. Just a recommendation, not a referral. Bless. The mode and added difference. I still have work to do. The work you have to do is Star Trek. That's exactly right. Watching Star Trek isn't gonna get shit done, unfortunately, Sam. I really do appreciate the sentiment. But it's one of those things. I'm not gonna have much of a good time doing anything right now. Like, I am in that state of like, right? Hands in your, or face in your hands, bent over, sitting on stairs. I'm in that energy state right now. I am forcing myself to be here, and it's easy because I'm like, yo, love, right? You're gonna let this shit take love from you, too? No, 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 no. You friends have been so much love. Is rental insurance a thing in South Africa? Yes, it is, Heather. It is, and we have rental insurance. But when the homies went to sleep last night, the alarm was not turned on. So the insurance does not cover any damages if the alarm doesn't turn on and doesn't go off when there is an intrusion. Huzzah! Technicalities! Capitalism. Oh, what a joke. Being a peace, loving hippie, and a pacifist doesn't mean that we turn our backs on bonking those who need a solid bonk. We deliver that bonk with purpose and understanding as to make sure the message is heard. Where do we go about finding the people, Doc? Am I supposed to, again, stay up? Because it's been like three weeks or something, right? Since the last time we got robbed. So, am I gonna have to stay up for the next 4 weeks? Is it gonna be longer? Is it gonna be shorter? You know? Doesn't seem very sustainable to me. I would rather just not have to think about these things. Were you home during the break-in? Yeah, I was. Sleeping. Life is more important than property. Until that property means lives, then ooga booga bonk cannot be contained. Exactly. Do they steal things left outside unattended, or will they break into the residence and take things? They haven't broken in. They tried the door, and the door was open, by their luck. By their luck, the door was open. So, yeah, there's only so much one can do. Home invasions can lead to extensive PTSD. Just be safe, brother. Oh yeah, no, I am well aware. I am very aware. Move back to the farm, rest, regroup, stack money, and make a plan. Yeah, like weirdly enough, all of the money I stacked in preparation to move here was literally gone in the first month. Because we got dropped, week 1 or week 2 of living here. Yeah, but that's not an option, unfortunately, JD. Make a plan to move back out when it's more advantageous with mature people who can pay for rent and food and lock the doors. Yeah, I'm not in a position to do that, unfortunately, Javiv. Yeah, like I probably would be allowed to, but the conversations I heard doesn't facilitate that, unfortunately. Right, like it would be like having to beg my dad kind of thing, and like this has already been a lot. No. I support this idea. Joyviv, I cannot imagine repeatedly trying to work for things and pay for things for them to be stolen from you. It's an action of others that you cannot control. You need to turn it into Wailing Wednesdays and just scream at the top of your lungs until the speaker is returned. Yeah, like in a state of like dishevelment, like please dude, we haven't slept though. Just take it back. Take it back from us. Here's a link so you can watch my stand-up routine. I don't know if it delivered. I don't know if you're on the Discord, but that might be the best place to send it. Let me see if I'm on all messages. Still can't see it though. Yeah, thank you. Kristen also asked, Mel, you gotta get out there. This will happen again. It breaks my heart that all of your hard work is being stolen. These people are obviously watching the house. Yeah. But again, we're here for a year. Because that's how contracts work. C'est la vie. I'm growing, I guess. We're waiters on the moon when we carry our food. Before you moved there, was the house getting broken into a norm? We were told that this house hasn't been broken into in 30 years. That was the exact words of the owner to us upon moving in. Maybe that must have been a red flag, but yeah. These people, I love you again, dear friend. When theft is the issue, the lesson isn't yours to be learned. You are not materialistic beyond function. Theft is evasive, dangerous, and sadly repetitive. Once they know you have and will replace it. Are booby traps illegal in South Africa? Probably. Booby traps are supposed to kill people? Probably. I don't know if they're supposed to kill people, but probably. If they maim people, you probably would be the one that gets in trouble. Not the person trying to rob you. They did hit there. And I will continue to do so. Maxine, seems like someone's paying someone to break in and steal all of your noisy stuff. You are used to being loud on the farm. Others might be sick of the noise. No, they left the guitar in the cajon. And they left all of the other speakers inside the house as well. And they left the other speaker inside the living room too. There were two of them there. They just took mine. This seems a little bit too conspiracy theory for me. I don't need this right now. Tacos aren't a thing in South Africa. Yeah. That is actually not a bad idea, Toast. The chimes on the doors. I actually like that. I don't know if the contract is enforceable. But again, it's not only like a whether it's enforceable or not kind of thing. It's also like what we can afford. Right? Like this place still, just the rent is more money than I make in a month. So I have to live with other people. Just so I can afford to have a place to live. Right? So that's how it is right now. It doesn't have to continue being that way indefinitely. But yeah, there's only so much we can do.
This happened because we haven't made MIDI shoes yet.
You know what the friends are saying? There's a conspiracy going on. Someone got hired to steal all of our loud shit. because we're clearly making too much noise.
I mean, all the
So you
conspiracy.
see what I mean, bro? Like we don't need that information because both of their brains suddenly go like, oh, that is a viable practice.
Like I'm ready for pretty much everything.
Like we're our brains are cooked. Seriously. Like we are.
I literally.
Why is your phone not loud? If you didn't leave your phone on
Like
loud.
our friends don't even know this side of the fractal. Yesterday, literally yesterday morning, the day starts with like Yasi Bobasi energy of Max's phone is dead. Right? Like he shows me his phone and it's just like, like what looks like the last breath of a sparkling out cell phone, right? Like this, it's like literally flickering on the screen. And then a few moments later, the screen is just dead. And then, the day pass for like boohoo or whatever. And then Tarisha Lee comes home and she's like, wait a second, don't you have an extra cell phone, John? And John is like, oh yeah, I do have an extra cell phone. Max is excited. Max has a cell phone again at least. We go to sleep. Yeah, S20 FE. He has a cell phone at least. Have you already put your SIM card in it?
Yes. So
And
his
my
SIM
SD card.
Oh, and your media.
Everything.
That's so scum. He goes to sleep, puts the cell phone down next to his face or head, and then it gets stolen that night. Like,
Bro, literally, I was looking at it. Came outside here, saw the stuff was missing. I was like, fuck, I hope John brought the stuff in. And then after finding out, no, he didn't, I looked around and I was like,
Stop die net
where's
check
my
of
phone?
Okay.
I was telling
Nee,
Sean
dat
to
is
call
die
it.
Mhm.
Nothing.
draad is die skroefie druk. My skroefie wil nie vasdruk nie. Die draad is los nie.
Well,
Hy het nou net dat ons 'n ander draadjie indruk. Hy's daar 4 in plek van 3.
okay.
Fok so draad my rond.
so that you're like, what was those sounds? Those sounds was someone who basically like after this whole situation went down, they came to like weld something, and then our power kept getting tripped because our entire house doesn't have the power to like run a single welder, and then they like rewired a bunch of things, telling us that somebody else wired it badly, and because of that bad wiring, they cannot run the welder. And then they rewired it, and then they left. And then I go and shower, and I turn the shower light on, and it trips the entire house's grid, or like breaker. And I'm like, oh. And then I test John's room, and it does the same. And I test my room, and it drops the entire grid. And then I test then Charlene's room, and it drops the entire, breaker. And I'm like, oh. Like, and it was also this fractal of like we've had our privacy like properly invaded, and now our reward for having our privacy invaded was like security dudes, like one group of security dudes here, like leaves, another security fractal, like doing perimeter sweeping, having to walk, leaves, another group of people welding, tripping our grid on and off, right, like taking up our space. Like it has been a day. It has been quite a day. And I am still grateful to be breathing.
Yeah.
That Max is breathing.
Yeah, that thought actually crossed my mind. What if I did wake up
Yeah.
in that moment and he was reaching for the phone? My reaction would be like, what the fuck? And then what then?
What happens, bro? Like I don't wanna
What would that interaction have led to?
I don't know. What the heck was that? You were not tied to that place. You will continue to be taken from. And your spirit will get more broken. My spirit is not broken. I'm just sad.
Yeah.
Works.
Everything's working again.
Power works. Everything. Yes.
Nice.
Last one.
And now our plugs trip on 110 amps instead of 80 amps.
Ah.
So our plugs have a stronger constant stream.
Yeah, he told me that too, bro.
But everything's working now. I did check. And no, but what he explained that the thingy that turns the wire in, that screw was stripped, so it wasn't like
Making contact.
making contact with the wire.
Yeah, so as soon as it tried to like pull current, it's probably like clicking or something.
Yeah.
An alarm could be considered an auditory booby trap. That's true. I think those would be fine. are only enforceable if all ethical contracts are being met on both sides. Expectation of safety is a core rental contract. In the US, you could break the contract, no question asked. Maybe, but again, it's not just that. It is a financial thing as well. Right? We can afford living here, so that's kind of how it is. Kids love screaming. Yeah, it's easy to say these things, Maxine. Like, it's not. It's a little bit different when you're in the driver's seat. Really cheap, easy to install items. I'll send you a link. One part, stick to top. Like again, your friends. Like it can be really cheap. It can be.
Shouldn't have to. Shouldn't have to.
Yeah, it's not about that. Like, how long are we waiting, you know? And then next time, if they figure out another way to get past all of the things, what, do we buy more things again? Right, eventually we have Robo Kilomatic 5000, you know? Did you guys see that Love, Death and Robots episode with the rat barn?
That episode literally came up in my mind when what's his name, Andrew or whatever his name was, came here and told me about the cameras and everything. I was like, this is like an episode from
yeah.
being
I don't
sold
want to live
packages
in this
now.
world. I don't want to live in this world of having to freaking defend my home by violence or having to leave my home, you know, by fear. Like neither of those options are okay to me. I don't accept.
Maybe life is like trying to like really show you this is a part of your reality.
Dude,
because
not only that, but like the way I am reframing is that things usually get harder before they get easier, bro. And the universe is like giving us the hard shit right now, and I'm like, fine. I'm not stopping. Right, and I'm saying as well, bro, like the fractal of me, you know, packing my shit and moving back home, doesn't help. It doesn't help my life in any way. It only stunts me all over again. Right? So it's like, yo, I'm getting stunted by these fucking constant thefts. But now I'm gonna stunt myself because I'm getting stunted.
Oh, you're gonna go backwards.
Yeah, that doesn't check out for me. And again, right, it's easy to say things.
And if you like told the friends, like people have been with our dreams and our plans with the work and everything, people have been like voicing interest and everything.
We'll continue forward. My soul is uncrushable because it is molten.
Yes.
You cannot crush a liquid. It will just squirt out at the sides, so it will regather stronger still. Even more hot because of the energy you just put into it. Burns brighter. Even more aggressively. These are love again. 36 pack. Yeah, Sipo Bossy energy. I don't know what this is, but I love this phrase. The world has turned once more, my friends. O.J. Simpson, dead at 76.
Damn.
I don't know how to take that news.
I was like, oh shit.
Right now, it feels like, this too, kind of vibe. O.J. Simpson dead as well. My stuff stolen. O.J. Simpson dying. And it's just like, that's not at all how it is, right?
At
Because
least we didn't get murdered.
yeah, at least we woke up to another day. Also consider this, Mal. We can't even send you care packages because obviously where you're at is not safe to keep your treasured belongings. Well, guess what? Literally everything I own is here. Literally. I mean, actually, lie. My painting is at home. So everything but my painting is here.
At least you have your painting.
Yeah.
Your painting is
My
safe.
painting is chilling, dude.
That's it.
Just chilling, dude. Dude, I go home, you know, and I see my mom took off my posters, off my walls. Actually, that my old inkling of personality has been stripped from that room, dude. And I'm like, nice. This is nice. And she goes, no, don't worry. I put them in your drawer. I'm like, no, I saw you put them in the drawer. Like this is literally how the conversation goes. I saw, and she's like, yeah, I just thought, for guests, and I'm like, yeah, no, that's fine. When are we looking for a place to put my painting? She goes, I don't know where to put it. I go, I'm fucking joking.
You're not
You're not gonna put my painting anywhere. Like wanting to take my painting out of my room as well, and I was like, Yossi, like they have moved on from me not being.
Hole after pothole after pot, and then single.
Yeah. So it be. People are so brave. I would be afraid of a mouthful of birdshot or a machete at least. Yeah, that's the thing I'm thinking about as well. Like I can't imagine it's a good state to be in. That look on Mill's face just broke on Reddit a few minutes ago. Joy, oh, it's real. O.J. Simpson actually did. I have to go. Love you, Mel. Say the word and I'm digging emotes. Also, that dude sounded tough as shit. The dude who was doing the work. I don't really look at people by how tough I think they are. Do you, boys?
No.
No, I usually look at the way people carry themselves as a demeanor.
Yeah.
Right.
I guess I would never have intentions of violence, so it's not a thing for me to assess my surroundings or people surrounding me based
The
on.
unviolent capacity.
Yes.
For me, that is also not necessarily a fractal. For me, it's more like an intellectual thing.
But obviously, I'm not gonna mess with but I wouldn't mess with someone regardless to.
Ideally, in my world, I get to have a conversation instead of a fight.
Yeah.
Yes. That's
Sit down, bro.
ideal. Yeah, ideal fractal for me. Extra letters for the excitement. That's posted those door chimes in general on Discord. Yeah, that might be a fractal, boys. We're gonna have like little chimes put on the doors, so if you open them.
You mean like an alarm?
Yeah, like an alarm.
Oh, so almost like an alarm.
Yeah, like maybe we could like install like an alarm system in our house
Yes.
that
Alarm will
alarms.
deter the people
And
when it
wakes
makes
us up.
noise.
Yeah. And maybe like scares them so they run away and they don't take my speaker and my earphones. Like today's topic, it's a rough one. It's a good one, Like, and I notice as well how when I do these stream topics, like because I feel so watched, I'm watching myself as well, and it's like I'm like rapidly iterating on my bullshit-o-meter, bro. Where I start calling myself out, bro. It's like, who's sad? How long are you gonna be sad
I'm
for?
observing you right now.
1 week? 1 week sad? Bro, like a part of me wanted to fucking starve myself, bro. Straight up. Oh, like I was feeling so nauseous this morning. I was like, I will not eat food.
I will.
I won't. And I was like, bro, like, why are you hating Mama Gaia right now, dude? Like, it's not her fault. She still wants to feed you and love you, bro. I was like, I fucking won't eat anything. It's like, hey, chill out, chill, relax, sit. Oh,
The
okay.
amount of brainwash and suffering in humanity, man, it's just.
I like how Maxine is like super out of the loop. Mel, can you at least talk to Christian? To go and stay with him. No.
You go Ireland?
Yeah, Christian moved to Ireland at the start of April. Yeah, 1st of April.
You go Ireland?
No, so there's no movement.
And I don't think his dad is.
No, his dad is definitely not gonna be down for that.
For game, right? You can marry Christian for your green card, bro.
There's a plan there.
I think we do have gay marriages that occur.
Yes, good. Yes, so
Yeah.
you just. Hey, you go Ireland. It's okay, we go Spain soon.
Yes, I'm I'm ready. Alright.
Anywhere else,
Take me
bro.
to Spain, please.
Leave me there.
We go to Spain. So easy.
Alright. I'm gonna pretend like everything's alright. Posted those door chimes. Yeah, we have an alarm system, dude. Like, there's a little sensor, proximity sensor alarm system.
But it is only inside, but it's still.
Yeah, this wasn't turned on last night, unfortunately. Planting lavender and mammoth sunflowers in eggshells this morning. That sounds so nice. Bless you with your little growing endeavors. Time to make your own version of glitter / stink bomb movie trap. What I want is a little standing unit that has a camera on it. That as soon as it spots someone, it just starts calling them out, bro. Be like, hey, oh, the fuck are you doing? Just like that, dude. Be like, hey, I see you. What are you? That's
Use
what.
AI to
Yeah.
fake Morgan Freeman voice.
Exactly, Morgan Freeman.
God is speaking to you.
Super loud, bro. What is you? Hey, my child. What are you doing? Stop. Get some help. Stop it. Heather Mel's homework is to go and watch Home Alone. Because for now, no. Having locked doors and door chime isn't a hard step. You cannot want to live in this world, but you do. If you don't want to adapt, you can move to the country. At least at the farm, your stuff never got stolen. I mean, only once did our stuff get stolen. I didn't even tell you friends about that on stream technically. But dude, I was weirdly enough thinking about that shit again today. Like in the audacity. I was like fighting my dad all over again in my head, bro, kicking his ass. You know? Because somebody came into our yard and stole like a scrambler, like a motorcycle.
Yeah.
You know, from the farm. And then my dad fucking sits me down, bro. And he goes, with what you believe in your life philosophy, did you have anything to do with this? And I go,
What?
excuse me? It's like, yeah, I know in your morality, you know, like everything is everyone's. So I'm like, Dad, I wanted to say, fuck you, bro. How fucking dare you?
The audacity.
How dare
Fuck.
you assume that about me, bro? Like, why would I bring that energy, this energy I'm feeling now again, into a... Why? Like, how dare you? It's like, think that.
Please. Just stop stealing your own stuff.
Yeah, that was the last time. I was one of the freaking... what's the word? I was one of the suspects. Thank you. Yeah, I was one of the suspects. Me and Max were suspects numero uno and dos.
Different versions of you.
Yeah. Like it's pretty cool. It's so cool.
Did you?
Christian is out finding his future wife. I wish that was true. Theft is often a crime of convenience. Deterrence is the best bet, and perhaps something more physical. I think adding a motion sensor, flooding light, and adding more door chimes would help. This is true.
Yeah.
Oh, this is true. Those exactly. If they still continue to rob past the deterrents, they aren't going to be stopped, and it's time to get out. Yeah. Can you lease buy an alarm / charm for your room? Keep it with your belongings where you sleep. I mean, yeah. Could do that. But I will trigger it as well. Unfortunately. If it's in my room with me. When the root chakra reminds you who's touching the ground. It's simple. It's two pieces of plastic that stick to the windowsill door frame. When separated, makes a loud. Yeah, we have those. We have those. Exactly those, as you said, with like the two sensors, and then when they get misaligned, the alarm goes off. Right there. We have those. They were just not on last night, unfortunately. I fly for that wedding. I'm sure you would. I'm sure you would. I'm sure it would be like a dream for a lot of people. We keep a wooden bar in our slider door to help reinforce it at night. Cheap alternative. Hey, Steve Marley. It's been a while, friend. Goodness. Like a long time. Bless you. It's nice having you here. The properly installed alarm system seems to have faulty human parts. Thank you, Tess. You're gonna have an alarm system and still get stolen cars. Huge piece of wisdom you need to consider.
The human components.
Yeah, Merman is here. And like the best part, as Merman joins us, I'm literally wearing Merman's scarf right now. Can you believe it? The dude who gave me this scarf,
Oh, nice.
like 3 years ago now.
Nice.
I think he was one of the first. The second. You were the second person to ever give me a scarf from America. Merman. A scarf and a blanket that grandma or grandma Merma made me, bro. She crusade me a blanket.
That's very nice.
Yeah, thank you, Merman. So no issue until the nights. Yeah, exactly. It is kind of sus. Like we were talking about that as well. Like the one night that the alarm wasn't turned on, suddenly.
Like we're being watched.
They also knew where the inside sensors were.
Yeah, the garage.
They were like, they put a piece of cardboard in front of it.
And that would technically work because it's infrared.
Mm.
So it works with heat signatures.
Love is true. Love you too, Merman. The wind chimes thing. I like that toast. A sweet, simple solution. I can't think of a Zoolander every time I hear Merman's name. Stephanie Spash, actually. Thank you, Stephanie. Again. Merman, you know, by association. Love to you, bro. The job is to turn the alarm on the night. Whose job? I mean, technically, it's usually Max's, but you know, like we're going to bed at different times, so like John was up a little bit later, and then there was like a misalignment. The call came from inside the house. Toasty. It was an inside job. Yeah, it was me, boys, this whole time. I keep stealing my own shit to not get insurance claimed. Oh.
Yes, it's like
The best
like,
method, right?
it's like masturbation for you.
Yeah, you know.
Just
like,
aging.
I really like taking myself on a ride. See how good I am at handling suffering. Vigilante, like I don't even steal the stuff properly. I just go and throw it, you know, somewhere there. Like I'm in a delirious sleepwalking state.
Just see a man in the middle of the night just getting some random shit, throwing it in the bushes, bro.
Stephanie is here and sending her love. Thank you, Stephanie. I don't want you to see me like this. I'm having a better time than I was having at the start of stream. So thank you. Thank you for all of the energy you sent me. They reluctantly left my cards again. Did you pass me that box?
Yes, good.
They don't want my cards. So that's neat. They left my cards here again. You know, double leaving of cards, so there's clearly something about these that has some sort of energy in them.
I can't even use the fucking kick pedal.
They didn't take your charger either, bro. They left my charger as well from my speaker. So they're probably gonna go fucking throw it in the trash once it stops working or something.
Yes. This.
The thieves don't need the divine wisdom cards. Yeah, surprise, surprise. That was Mel. That wasn't Mel, it was Patricia. my alter ego, Patricia.
It was you all along, ever since the scrambler, bro.
Right,
All these
exactly.
years.
It's like, wait a second.
All these
You know what the worst part is, bro? Every single time someone dares accuse me, I try to live from a place of so much innocence that I fucking believe them. I'm like, idiot,
That
what?
happens to me
I
as
Like,
well, bro.
yeah, dude.
And I'm like, I started to feel like,
Holy shit.
Did I fucking?
Did I like
bro,
the last
somehow
time we
I'm
were
missing
yeah
something.
last time we were accused of stealing our own shit, right?
I saw
like
the look on both your
Yeah.
faces. We're like,
in an actual
am I guilty?
in an actual state of like like self-doubt, we literally went and checked our own car to see if we had hid our own shit from ourselves. Like, can you imagine? We actually like, and we were like painstakingly about like making sure we're all there together.
Yeah, like
To open the
Yes,
booth.
yes,
Yeah, any
all that-
fuckery.
Boys.
We all have to be witness to this.
What world are we living in right now, bro? Surely this is some like episode of an Aliens TV show, dude. Having a good time. You've had episode 1 of Get Your Shit Stolen. Here's episode 2. At least this time all of us had shit stolen, so we can get to suffer together. No more suffering alone for me. Thank you very much.
I am very, very grateful my guitar is still.
Yeah, dude. Like that would have been very uncool. Your like literal instrument, dude. Like that's what the kalimba felt like as well, bro. Like,
Uh,
the ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Don't you start with me. Don't you start with me right now. It's happening for me, not to me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Your shit getting stolen. Oh, no, this is day 1097 of the Alien TV show. You don't know what you think you know. You know something, but you don't know what you think.
They don't know what.
You didn't know. You never know say shit like that. The Mermaid of the Mountains, of course. So lovely to see you here, stellar sir. The ever unfolding rose.
To you.
It's happening
For you.
for you, not to you, bro. Yeah. Smile. Smile, why are you sad? It's happening for you. Like this car is gonna kick my ass right now because I'm calling out, dude. It's like, oh yeah. I think you think you're clever. I'll show you some pain. It's literally the very first card in the whole deck. Oh. That seems pretty sussy bobassy.
Something's going on here, bro.
The ever unfolding rose. The challenge of life is to keep your heart open when you most want to close it. To let life crack you open. To open through hurt and loss. To allow what is falling away to fall away. What the fuck, dude? Like it's pushing by buttons.
It's like talking to you, bro. It's just like
Being human is a courageous act.
watching the situation, bro.
A life well lived is full of losses and tragedies, as much as triumphs and adventures. Whatever you find, wherever you find yourself at this moment, life is coaxing you to keep your heart open, no matter how much it hurts. To continually unfold, to let life crack you open. Perhaps you're going through a difficult time right now. Instead of cursing the difficulty, see it as a blessing. I feel like I'm making this shit up.
Like that, read that shit with me,
To
bro.
open yourself up to the truth that perhaps, as hard as it may be, life is happening for you, not to you. And one day, in the not too distant future, you may just bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open because the world needs you open. Now is the time to go gently, to treat yourself like a tender, sweet baby, to wrap yourself in a blanket and trust that the mother has you cradled in her arms. The seas may not all be smooth sailing, but you are safe and held. One day, not too far from today, you will look back at the transformation and be blown away by the poetry of your life. Everything is going to be okay. That's kind of wild, right?
That is very fucking wild.
Like that's kind of too much almost.
That's
You know how much that's
That's
happened
scary,
on these
actually.
streams, dude? Like, and
Yeah.
I feel like I'm making it up. Like I'm like pretending. Oh, look at me randomly picking. And then I'm like, imagine. And then I think of people thinking of me doing that, and I feel good about it because I'm like, these people think I would bother myself by putting the right card in the deck early
Go
on,
to the
and like
effort to
doing
do
this
that.
whole stream, building it up. My shit stuff. What are
You
the
think I would go to
odds?
that effort to do that?
What are the odds, bro? Everything is going to be okay. Let it crack you open. All right.
That is pretty mad, yo.
That is beautiful. I'm happy that I pulled a card. I'm happy that I pulled a card from this deck specifically. Keep your heart open, but maybe lock your doors at night. Yeah. Thank you, dear friends, for your loving advice. I still have my cajon, so that's cool. I didn't take that. Might have been too much. They'll come for it next time.
Next time, bro.
Yeah, the gotchas, bro.
They're just slowly cleaning us out, bro. They still had some shit, bro. Okay, did you see? They still had some shit, bro.
They still have so much more stuff to steal, bro. That's what our friends are worried about, bro. They're like, these people are just gonna keep raiding the living daylights out of us, dude. Over and over and over.
Until that one night when the door chimes go ding 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 ding, and we wake.
And we all arise like slayers. Like Terminators spawning into this reality. Still don't want that, bro. Alright. This feels very power. Let me get rid of this. A little yapping terrier sure is a good alarm system. I didn't think about that. I was thinking about maybe bringing Pippi over, but again, this is the problem, Toast. Pippi is not gonna sleep outside. Pippi will sleep next to me, so she's just gonna be as oblivious as I am. Yeah, and unless she's in the line of fire, there's gonna be no awakening. Joy Vive just made a connection with the information that I shared. Is the fact that our neighbors had like 15 animals here, of which 3 of them were like poodle-sized dogs. So much so they literally had to like, he had like whole black bags full of dog shit. Makes sense why. They were literally the fence systems, right?
The previous.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
No break-ins.
30 years.
30 years, bro.
30 years. 30 years.
Here it all goes. But it's also inhumane to have them here and fucking bricks and stuff, bro.
Done. You cannot steal music from me, thieves. I will make music myself.
There will always be music.
There will be music, thieves. You cannot take my soul. John and Max getting casually. Wait a second, is this thing not turning any further? Yeah, see, bro, I feel like I'm gonna destroy it. You see that?
It does look like it's kind of.
I think it might get caught on that side. Doesn't have the ability to go all the way around. There we go.
The security guy did speak about camera system.
Yeah.
4 cameras that only activate with human movement, and if they cross certain lines, the alarm goes off automatically.
They have that system
so
with their.
It's they have to upgrade the system that they have here, the panel at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they can like use the existing wire.
It is apparently cheaper than the beams as well, but I don't know what it costs yet.
There we go. More securities. Yo, that cigarette is
Oh, I'm so sorry.
messing my senses up right now. Don't bring Peppy, she'll be unhappy there. Get a new dog. That's probably why the house didn't get broken into with the last tenants. They have like 15 dogs, yeah. Well, I mean, like they had like, I think 7 dogs. Or something like that. There it is. Jovan blessed us with our goodbye message. I can start reading it. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jovan. Have the most beautiful day, everyone. You're for realsy, truthsy, realsers. So super duper crazy, colossally merciful, melt more. And all of you oh so confidently, conviently, dynamically divine, ravishingly radiant, lusciously lustrous, lustrous, marvelously mirthful, altruistically authentic, wholesome human and will-critter creatures moving forward from our want, from things to be differently. Love is true. Colossally love. Oh no, was it me who made a mistake, or was it us who made a mistake? Love is true. Get a Rottweiler. I don't know if I want to do that again. They're like, oh, just do this thing. A Rottweiler is like, yeah, 10 to 20,000 rand dog still as well,
Yeah.
bro. Like that's more money than I make in a month, right? So I have to spend a month. I have to spend 5 months, 5 to 20 months rent on getting a Rottweiler, so I don't have to lose 5 times rent on one night. That's seems like I'm fighting a losing game here. All I need to do is have everything stolen, and then I have absolutely no attachments, and then
You can unlock the ability of flight.
I unlock the ability of not giving a fuck anymore about anything, dude. I get to basically be homeless, right? I get to occupy that state of homelessness. Not okay. I'm sorry. I'm coping. Love is true. I appreciate you, dear friends, for joining me. Sending you lovin's. See you again soon. Goodbye, everybody. Until we do this again. Cheers.